just shattered his energy fields. What I did with my psychic energy, now you're strong. What I did is I played with your energy field. Your energy field, your aura out here. Raise your arm. You test strong. I'm playing with your energy field. I've just shattered your energy field and you can't hold your strength. I realign your energy field and you're strong. You with me?
Sir.
Okay. Now I came up in front to align your energies. But if I come up and back, you're weak. If I go down and back, you're strong. So it's telling you the energy is going around your body, not just up and down. You follow what I have?
Yeah.
So you know martial arts?
Yes, sir.
Doing all this stuff, they're not saying, "Hi, Stevie, have you had a good day?" They're trying to mess with your energy fields.
You get charged in a cult because you're a battery. And when you get charged, you sit in a cell, a battery cell, because you're a biological battery. If that guy's one hand can misalign your energy field and weaken your body, now imagine the clothes that you place on your skin, fake polyester clothes. The devices we use every single day. All of these things are weakening our energy field, which weakens our health and our body.
So you have a dielectric field and a magnetic field, and this is for the exact reason why we're electrical beings. These two fields going on at the same time is exactly how you get electricity. And now I know you've seen this symbol before, and this is why science keeps the truth from you, because if you started to understand exactly what you are, then you're going to understand how your energy works. And this is why you either attract people or you repel people. When you're living in this low vibrational state, it's a very low frequency, low vibration, and it's not creating enough pressure to create a complete field. Gotta be cautious about what I say now because I'm about to lose my account. Which is for the exact reason when you end up getting in a relationship, love activates more DNA coding sites, which basically increases your frequency. It increases your spiritual pressure, and that's why in cartoons, when they're powering up, they put the truth in these cartoons. That's why there's such things as energy vampires, when they're sucking out all your energy and using it for themselves. And this is the exact reason why you need to increase your own spiritual pressure. You essentially have two torus fields, and when you increase your vibrational frequency, so you know how the whole 144,000 go to heaven, it's the frequency. You increase your vibrational frequency, and it creates this field of protection. And that's where you're hearing the whole Kundalini energy, the serpent rising. And going back to what I was saying, like when you get in a relationship, you notice how all these other women start coming to you and start trying to talk to you. And it's because you're attracting them instead of repelling them. Which is for the same reason why Dr. Joe Dispenza says you need to become the experience so that way you can attract it. And by you becoming what you're attracting, that is exactly the way the mind works. And that's how magnetism works. That's how the fields work. And we're all magnets. We're all magnets. We have both of these positive charges and these negative charges, but we need to understand it more so we can pretty much manifest and control our reality and do what we're here to do. But here in this system, we have a lot of people living in that root, that low vibrational chakra, that low vibrational energy. And that's why there's a lot of brainwashing. There's a lot of negativity. And this is such like a weird example, but your whole body is like a tripod. You have your mind, your body, and your soul. And your physical body is of this plane. Your mind is of the ether. And then you have your soul. And if you kick out one of the legs, the whole system collapses, and that's what the system does. It literally, it commandeers your mind, it attacks your body with the food, and it fucks with your soul with whatever these things that are so beyond our comprehension that's fucking around us. This is the exact reason why I'm telling you we are electrical beings. This is why you gotta look at the food you're eating. You don't want to be eating dead fucking nutrition. You don't want to be eating dead animals. I'm fucking telling you right now, you're being lied to. Oh, I went vegan and I failed. Look, I'm telling you, you need minerals and you need H3O2, which is found in fruit. You are a carbon being. Raw pure sugar is carbon.
People that vibrate the highest energetically understand how to manipulate energy. Every single thing in life is energy. And the faster you understand that, the quicker you get to every single thing that you desire. Because everything is energy. So wouldn't it make sense that you know how to manipulate energy? And I'm not talking about manipulating somebody else's energy, because that's just pure evil. But yourself, you are energy as well. Learn how to manipulate your own energy. You see, people that vibrate the highest, they're happy, they're fulfilled, they're magnetic, and they're abundant. They know how to manipulate their own energy, because they know that their energy is the source from where everything in their reality is coming from. So they know how to maneuver and move and change and manipulate their own energy. Think about it. When somebody walks into a room and everybody stands at attention, or they get quiet, or everybody gets happy, or everybody gets sad, that person who just walked into the room, they're manipulating energy. People that vibrate the highest, they're aware that they have the power to change the energy of the room when they walk into the room. But some people just do that just because that's who they are, and they're not even aware of the fact that that's what they're doing. Now, I believe there's two ways that you can manipulate energy. Now, the first way would be through your thought processes, because your thought processes is the beginning of everything that happens in your reality. So if you're thinking positive thoughts, then you're going to be happy. You're going to be positive. When people say that you're exuding a certain type of energy, that means that the level at which you're vibrating, right? But when you're thinking negative thoughts, you could be angry. You could be angry. You could be sad, depressed. So you want to know how to manipulate your own energy? Start becoming hyper aware of your thought processes. Because once you become hyper aware of your thought processes, now you're going to change the way that you feel. And the way that you feel and your emotions is going to be the seat of what you are vibrating. And what you are vibrating is going to be the exact thing that you are attracting, magnetizing back to you. This is how energy works.
At all given times, my feelings, my attitude, my thoughts, my emotions, my health, my radiance, my aura is always being broadcasted by my fingertips. Remember when I said that all stimuli is experienced inside of you? What happens when I touch somebody with my holographic fingertips, with my holographic hand? I'm basically giving them everything. All my feelings, all my emotions, all my thoughts, I'm basically giving it to them, and their nervous system then sends it to their brain. And now that we know that all stimuli is experienced inside of us, and that you can holographically give somebody information, we need to know that any moment that you're being touched by somebody, you need to be aware of the state of mind, the state of existence that person is in at the moment of touching you. If somebody is happy and touching you, that is something that you might want, because that person, that touch might actually boost you, might charge you. But if somebody is mocking you or cursing you and touching you, you need to be aware of the type of energy interchange you're receiving. It's time for you to take responsibility on who you'll let touch and whom you touch as well. With this knowledge that you've received, next time you touch somebody, make sure you're in the right state of mind. Because if you're in a bad state of mind, you're giving that person that type of information.
Our sound recordist, Simi, was skeptical at first. He says that what he does is no more supernatural than an electric eel, which also knows how to harness its yin and yang energies.
Yin yang, positive and negative, And my positive from here and my negative from here. And we meet together, this can get like electricity.
And is this because you're special? You have a special sort of body?
Meditation every day.
It's meditation that does it.
Meditation every day.
Can you project this energy through your hands only or through other things as well?
Only my hands.
Only your hands.
Like you can touch me, like this. It's nothing, okay? It's my brain. Just like this.
What you have just seen is not a scene from fiction. The man appearing in those images is John Chang, a master of a very little-known tradition called Mopai, a practice that is part of something broader, internal alchemy, a system that has its roots in ancient Chinese Taoism, where it is known as Nei Dan, and that for centuries has sought to understand, refine, and direct the energy of the human body from within, the Qi.
Then he asked for our newspaper.
For centuries, this knowledge remained reserved for a few, transmitted from master to disciple within closed circles and practically inaccessible to the West. That is why images like the ones we have just seen are so unusual, as these practices are rarely shown publicly. But beyond the spectacular, the real question is another. What is really behind all of this? Where does this energy come from? And what could we come to do with it if we learn to perceive it and direct it? At the beginning of the 1980s, a team of documentary filmmakers ventured into Indonesia after hearing rumors about a healer with astonishing abilities. Their goal was as simple as it was ambitious: to record on camera, for the first time, the capabilities of John Chang, a master of the Mopai lineage who claimed to generate real bioelectricity from his own body. What they found left the witnesses astonished. Chang not only performed acupuncture by transmitting powerful electrical discharges through the needles, but he also seemed capable of igniting paper with his hands, moving objects without touching them, and even piercing a solid wooden table with a simple plastic toothpick.
So I invited a small group of scientists back from the United States with measuring equipment to test if DJ was for real. And if so, where might this energy belong on the electromagnetic spectrum?
Years later, the team returned accompanied by a group of scientists who attempted to measure and analyze these phenomena using different instruments. They witnessed the demonstrations firsthand, without finding a clear explanation or evidence of fraud. However, after displaying his abilities on camera, something happened that changed everything. According to his own testimony, John Chang was visited throughout an entire night by his already deceased master, who severely reprimanded him for having violated the strict taboos of his lineage. Deeply impacted, Chang made a radical decision: to cut all contact with the outside world. He disappeared from the public scene, forbade any new recordings, and withdrew completely, swearing never to show his abilities to the public eye again. And for years, nothing more was known about John Chang. His story remained shrouded in mystery, No new recordings, no public appearances. Until recently, when the actor Mel Gibson appeared on the Joe Rogan podcast, telling a story that was as fascinating as it was surprising.
I used to have a Qigong master. This is what kind of blows my mind about medicine and about ancient stuff. And he'd come in and he could like point at you, right, from this far away, and you'd feel it. But like, feel it like as palpable as someone pushing you around. It's like, ugh, ugh.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not kidding.
What's interesting about this testimony is that it doesn't describe a vague or subjective sensation. According to Mel Gibson, what he experienced was something physical, direct. He wasn't talking about imagining energy, but about feeling a real force, as if something invisible were interacting with his own body. And what's most striking is that, according to his account, no contact was needed. But what happened next was even more unsettling.
One time he was working on me, and he was working on my liver. He said, "Your liver's blocked," because he looks at you. And if you look at him, he looks away. And his wife engages you while he checks you out. And then he gives you a little body map and he puts X's all over it. And you go, "Yeah, that's right. I got a pain here and a thing there." And he knows where everything is. One day he's at me on my back and he's pushing, and I can feel my back, and I'm at the wall. He hit me. He started yelling at my organ, at my liver, like, "Get out," whatever. And I went up the wall, and there was like 8 inches of air under my heels. And I was up the wall, and I was like, "Whoa," and I came back down, and it freaked me out. There are others like it. Oh yeah, he's not the only one. He learned it from somebody, and I think he imparted some knowledge.
To truly understand what we are seeing in cases like that of John Chang, or in the experience described by Mel Gibson, we have to stop thinking of Qi as something mystical and start seeing it as what many traditions describe, a universal force.